Welcome to our show, Hong Kong Brief. I'm your host, Jenny. Today, we have some interesting updates to share. First up, China's manufacturing activity has hit a bit of a snag as the Purchasing Managers' Index dipped slightly in December, though it still shows growth. Meanwhile, Hong Kong's cinema scene has celebrated two local films breaking the 100 million Hong Kong dollars mark, but experts remain cautious about the industry's recovery amidst changing audience preferences. In sports, Hong Kong swimming has made waves with Siobhan Haughey's incredible performances at the Paris Olympics, alongside other emerging talents and initiatives focusing on mental health. It's been a busy year for our athletes. So, stay tuned for more details on these exciting stories. Associated Press reports that China's manufacturing activity showed signs of slowing in December, with the Purchasing Managers' Index dropping slightly to 50.1 from 50.3 in November. This marks the third consecutive month of readings above 50, indicating ongoing expansion in the sector despite rising trade risks and challenges from global economic conditions. In contrast, the non-manufacturing sector, which includes construction and services, saw a positive uptick, rising to 52.2 points, suggesting a mixed outlook for China's economic performance as it navigates through turbulent trade relations. The South China Morning Post highlights a remarkable year for Hong Kong cinema in 2024, with two local films surpassing the 100 million Hong Kong dollars mark at the box office for the first time in history. The Last Dance, a touching drama exploring the funeral trade, has become the highest-grossing Chinese-language film in Hong Kong, earning 134 million Hong Kong dollars. Meanwhile, Twilight of the Warriors, Walden also performed impressively, showcasing a blend of nostalgia and action. Despite these successes, industry experts caution that the overall recovery of the sector remains uncertain, as many cinemas have closed and overall revenue continues to decline. Critics note that films reflecting local issues resonate with audiences, suggesting a shift in viewing preferences influenced by recent global events. The South China Morning Post further celebrates the achievements of Hong Kong swimmers in 2024, particularly Siobhan Haughey, who continued to excel by winning multiple medals at the World Aquatics Championships and the Paris Olympics. While Haughey's accomplishments are noteworthy, the piece also sheds light on the broader swimming community, including young talents like 14-year-old Paralympian Ng Chuk Yin, who made history at her debut games. Despite some controversies within the sport, including eligibility disputes, the swimming scene in Hong Kong is vibrant, with initiatives like Mind the Waves addressing mental health issues among youth. As the city looks ahead to 2025, the future of its swimming talent appears promising, with emerging athletes eager to make their mark on the international stage. Associated Press reports that Asian stock markets exhibited a mixed performance as trading was halted in Tokyo and Seoul for New Year celebrations. In Sydney, Australia's S&P ASX 200 fell by 0.6%, while Hong Kong's Hang Seng Index rose by 0.5%. Conversely, the Shanghai Composite dipped by 0.2%, reflecting concerns over the effectiveness of China's stimulus measures in revitalizing its sluggish economy. Meanwhile, U.S. stocks faced a downturn, with the S&P 500 dropping by 1.1%, marking its third consecutive decline. Tech giants like Apple and Microsoft contributed significantly to this slump, as their high valuations heavily influence the broader market. As the year wraps up, Wall Street anticipates a strong earnings growth for companies in the S&P 500, despite recent inflation concerns and potential tariff hikes from President-elect Trump. South China Morning Post highlights the excitement surrounding Hong Kong's art scene in 2025, with a lineup of highly anticipated exhibitions featuring renowned artists like Pablo Picasso, Paul Cézanne, and Pierre-Auguste Renoir. The M+ Museum will host Picasso for Asia, a conversation showcasing over 60 of Picasso's works alongside contemporary art from Asian artists. Other notable exhibitions include Inner Worlds, which explores the evolution of Chinese art, and Dream Rooms, featuring immersive experiences by female artists. The Hong Kong Museum of Art will present a collection of masterpieces by Cezanne and Renoir, emphasizing their friendship. These exhibitions reflect Hong Kong's vibrant cultural landscape and its commitment to fostering artistic dialogue. In a reflective piece by South China Morning Post, the top 5 home interiors of 2024 are celebrated for their unique designs and aesthetic appeal. The most breathtaking home is located in Karuizawa, Japan, featuring a stunning cantilevered living room that immerses occupants in nature. A Pak Fu Lam flat showcases elegant curves, while a mid-levels residence embraces a minimalist approach, merging elegance with contemplation. The coolest vibe is found in a South Lantau village house, where diverse influences create a tranquil interior embodying the spirit of wabi-sabi. Lastly, a Tai Hang retirement unit prioritizes safety and ease of movement, ensuring comfort for its inhabitants. These homes reflect a blend of creativity, functionality, and cultural influences, showcasing the evolving landscape of residential design. South China Morning Post reports on the intricate operations of Hong Kong's MTR control room, where over 100 dedicated staff work tirelessly to manage the city's bustling rail network that serves more than 5 million daily commuters. This control center, likened to a spacecraft launch room, is the nerve center for 10 train lines and operates 24/7 with 3 shifts of staff. Sherry's Li Yuanling, the chief of operating and metro segment, shares a quirky superstition among controllers about avoiding glutinous rice with chicken for breakfast, stemming from an incident that sparked a series of operational challenges. The team utilizes advanced technology, including speech-to-text systems, to enhance communication and efficiency, ensuring that trains run as frequently as every 2 minutes during peak hours. Despite their commitment, the MTR has faced recent delays, highlighting the challenges of maintaining such a high-intensity transport system. In another update from the South China Morning Post, Hong Kong's stock market is showing signs of recovery after 4 years of losses, buoyed by a positive Purchasing Managers Index (PMI) report indicating growth in China's manufacturing sector. The Hang Seng Index has risen 18% this year, reflecting optimism following China's announcement of a stimulus package aimed at reviving the economy. However, investors remain cautious, awaiting specific policy implementations to sustain this rally. While the Hang Seng Tech Index saw a slight decline, notable gains were observed in companies like China Mingyou Dairy and Haidaleo International, showcasing a mixed but hopeful market sentiment as the year draws to a close. Additionally, the South China Morning Post announces the appointment of Chan Tsc Tat as the new head of Hong Kong's Customs and Excise Department, succeeding Louise Ho Pui Shan upon her retirement. Chan, who has been with the department since 1994, brings a wealth of experience from various roles, including leading the Syndicate Crimes Investigation Bureau and overseeing Ports and Maritime Command. His promotion, approved by Beijing, marks a significant transition in leadership for the 7,500-strong agency. Chan's predecessor, Ho, made history as the first female commissioner and was instrumental in forging international cooperation agreements during her tenure. As Chan steps into his new role, he is expected to continue the department's strategic development and uphold its commitment to effective customs enforcement. South China Morning Post. In a heartwarming display of community spirit, a group of children with autism and other learning disabilities enjoyed a delightful outdoor Christmas picnic at Nina Park in Hong Kong, organized by the Chinachum Group in collaboration with the Love 21 Foundation. This event, part of the Operation Santa Claus initiative, aimed to provide inclusive experiences for these children and their families. The day was filled with joy as the children participated in dance workshops and DIY Christmas decoration activities, all while enjoying nutritious food prepared by a local restaurant. each child received a sports equipment gift set to encourage a healthy lifestyle, marking the beginning of a year-long nutrition and sports program designed to support their well-being. Kenneth Chan Lok Yen, the program manager for Love 21, expressed gratitude to the volunteers who made the day possible, highlighting the importance of such initiatives in fostering community recognition and support for individuals with disabilities. South China Morning Post: as Hong Kong rugby teams gear up for a busy 2024, the excitement is palpable, especially with the recent announcement that next year's Asia Rugby Championship, ARC, winners will earn a spot in the 2027 Rugby World Cup. The men's team, fresh off a fifth consecutive ARC title, is now focusing on preparing their part-time players for the rigors of elite rugby. Head coach Andrew Douglas has proposed fielding a team in Japan's top division to enhance their competitive edge. Meanwhile, the women's team is also making strides, having qualified for the WXV3 tournament. The local rugby community is eager to build on this momentum, with a strategic plan targeting Olympic qualifications for both teams in the coming years. The recent matches showcased thrilling performances, with the women narrowly losing to China and the men avenging their earlier defeat to Japan, underscoring the vibrant rugby culture in Hong Kong. South China Morning Post: the aviation industry has faced a grim turn of events in 2024, marking its deadliest year since 2018 with a rising death toll from recent accidents, including the tragic Jeju air disaster in South Korea and the downing of an Azerbaijan Airlines plane. The Jeju air crash, which claimed the lives of 179 people, was attributed to a series of unfortunate events, including a reported bird strike that led to catastrophic landing gear failure. Investigators are now piecing together the sequence of events, with critical data from the flight recorders being analyzed. This year has seen a stark contrast to 2023, which was celebrated as the safest year in aviation history. As global conflicts and unforeseen accidents contribute to the rising fatalities, experts urge the industry to focus on improving training for airline crews to better handle unexpected crises. Despite the setbacks, aviation safety has generally improved over the decades, and many believe that 2024 may eventually be viewed as an outlier in the broader context of aviation history. Nikkei Asia highlights the vibrant entertainment scene in Southeast Asia in 2024, where P-pop and Thai films have captivated audiences. The Filipino girl group Binny made waves with their sold-out live performance, showcasing their rise to fame since their debut with the hit Pantropico. Their collaboration with Jollibee further solidified their status as a cultural phenomenon. Meanwhile, the Thai movie How to Make Millions Before Grandma Dies became a box office sensation, grossing over 2 billion baht and attracting viewers across the region, including China. The influx of global stars like Taylor Swift, who generated significant economic impact during her concert in Singapore, reflects the growing trend of consumers in Southeast Asia investing in entertainment experiences. South China Morning Post emphasizes the urgent need for Hong Kong to enhance its tourism infrastructure to compete as a top travel destination. Industry leaders advocate for hosting more international mega-events to attract visitors and capitalize on local attractions like pandas. Alan Zaman, a prominent entertainment figure, suggests creating themed parks and experiences to elevate the city's appeal. The government's recent tourism blueprint aims to generate substantial economic value but faces criticism for lacking immediate infrastructure improvements. Stakeholders call for diverse venues for concerts and sports events, as well as better coordination among government departments to boost the overall tourist experience in Hong Kong. In a recap of the most read stories from South China Morning Post, a diverse array of topics captures the public's interest in 2024. The bizarre tale of Donald Trump's attempt to sell his yacht at an inflated price stands out, alongside the tragic story of singer Teresa Ting's death, which continues to spark intrigue and conspiracy theories. Additionally, the article draws parallels between the fleeting nature of fame experienced by modern stars like Taylor Swift and ancient Chinese singer Yang Xin, who captivated an emperor before falling from grace. These stories, along with insights from martial arts legend Sammo Hung, encapsulate a year filled with captivating narratives that resonate with readers. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.